Okay, Lee, it was definitely a hard-fought point today. What did you make of Manifold's performance against Bashley?
Yeah, obviously after like I said a couple of times now, the cruel week that we had in a three-game period, a three-game in 7-day period, to come away with nothing in that week was very, very harsh considering the performances. Anyone that witnessed the games would probably back that up. So it was all about taking stock of that this week, getting ourselves regrouped, and I think the confidence levels are there again. Obviously, Danny coming back into the starting 11 gives others confidence, especially the way he was performing prior to his illness. And today I felt that we were playing, like I've said a couple of times, Bashley are a far better team than their position in the table suggests at this moment in time. They got very, very good players, from their captain through to the front man that's played around few league clubs and that, so we knew we were going to be playing an experienced team. They're quite a streetwise team today, and yeah, they appealed for lots and lots of things. It became a little bit boring come the finish, but they got what they probably wanted in getting us down to 10, and that sort of made it harder for us to totally go out and try and expose them in the final 15-20 minutes. So I think we'll take the point, and I think they were happy with the point, and we look to next week now.
Definitely, Lee, and you talk about Danny Donnymead as well. I thought we had a brilliant game today, and you certainly made no hesitation to start him again today.
Yeah, when you got a player that's playing it with confidence and playing with that sort of the form that he was hitting prior to the illness, you don't hang about and put him back in the side. Danny's obviously a fit lad. I think there's more meat on a butcher's pencil than there is on Danny. He's lean. He's got everything that you want in an athlete. So so I look at Danny as a bloke that, while he's performing the way he is, you play him. You don't hang about. You don't want to ease him back into it, because it could have been a wasted opportunity. And today I felt that he brought it out. It was a great 90-minute performance for him. Even when we went down to 10, I asked him to play a bit deeper. He carried that out to perfection. One possession in a 70-30 against situation, and set up a chance for Owens, brilliance in the box to dance around players, but obviously couldn't probably just quite get the shot off what he wanted.
Exactly, the way Manifold were playing in the final third, Lee, on a different day probably could have had 3 or 4 today, would you say?
Yeah, obviously, our groundsmen worked wonders to get this game on today, but we all know, we're walking on it now, and watching it, especially in the final, sort of half-hour mark, the bouncers were going straight. It was hard for players to play on, and they duly, both sides have played some decent football, possession football, and so it's testimony to their abilities in there. We've got 20 plus players playing on a pitch today that pro players would struggle with, and they've made it look quite good. So I'll take my hat off to these lads on both sides. They got great ability, and there's quite a few players on show today that will probably push on through the system and going up into higher levels of football. And like I say, I enjoyed watching this game today. No goals don't normally entertain as much as this 0-0 draw did today.
Definitely, and also the support. It was great to see the students back today, wasn't it? Another 260 plus crowd. A really good atmosphere, would you say, inside the stadium today?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we've had a bitter week of coldness, and it's not really relented much today, other than I think the wind factor makes it feel even colder than what the actual temperature is. But again, they've come in their numbers here today. I think, like I said, the club, we know we're going places in terms of the situation with grants off the field, people showing an interest in getting involved financially with our club, the events we got between now and the end of the season, and the lads we got attached to it. And then when you go into that with the supporters, the man that's done the new programme that was absolute class today, to see that, and the supporters you got growing in their numbers, it just makes you look forward to match days, whether they're Saturdays or midweek. But what we know is we're a side that is definitely growing in confidence. We hit a little bit of a buffer last week again in that week period, but we've come back this week, and I think we've given a good account of ourselves. The 0-0 is just about fair. I think we were trying to win the game more than Bashley.
Definitely, Lee, and you've touched on in your programme notes as well about the difference between last season, the struggles off the field, and obviously this season, the sort of changing fortunes that you've sort of witnessed in yourself. And you touched on Stephen Barnes there coming in with the programme, and there's obviously a lot of conversations around the place at the moment. From your perspective as the manager, how important is it to have that sort of strong unit off the field as much as on the field?
Massively, like I said in a recent game, it was a little bit stressful that evening because of different things, but we know as a club that there's lots and lots of money needs spending on this area, but we that was always going to be the plan. Obviously a couple of years ago we had to re-evaluate what we were doing, and fair play, this shows the strength of the club, the ability of people attached to it, from the management team to the players to the supporters to the committee to everyone that like really has backed this club from many a time when the new people coming in and getting involved now. We sustained our status, and I think we're going to look, regroup and push on again. And I feel that that's there for all to see. And like, if you can fast forward time, and which you can't, but in a year from now, or maybe, I think this place is going to look a lot like tidier around it. The maintenance is all going to be up together. The floodlights are going to be done. The court over there is going to be revamped. The place is just going to be something that everyone wants to be part of. And then when you kind of make that with the lads and the ability that is coming to this club from the first team through to the 18s, it shows that Manor Farm, as always has been in this area, quite the standout club, and we're going to back that up. But we know we can't stand still. We've got to move forwards, and we're going to work hard, and I think I'll back everyone and make sure we achieve that.
And a point today, something to build on next week when we head to Portland, which, they're a bit of a wounded animal, would you say, at the bottom of the table. We know it's going to be tough, but today's performance is definitely something to build on.
Yeah, like I just said to the lads in there, I respect every team in this division. Portland Rovers is a massive club for this division. They've been in the higher levels of football. They've got good followings when they're playing well. And obviously we know that in Cole Tuesday, they got a manager there that's fresh into the job, but he's keen, and he's obviously, as a football player, he's very, very good. We had him play for me here, and we played for this club, and we know that Cole Tuesday is a threat on his given day. He's he's someone that he could win a game for your side single-handedly. But again, we're going in there with our own threats, our own players in good form, and we'll look forward to going away again, taking a good Army contingent away. As I said, commented before, I think clubs enjoy us going there because we do take a lot of people through their gates, so it creates money for them. And I believe we'll go at the Portland, and we'll be ready and waiting. We'll have to look at a few players that are maybe unavailable through suspensions and so on. But like I say, we trust the squad. The squad's got good depth to it at the right time in the season.